Okay. Hi, Miss Mahoney. How are you?
Hi, Miss Julian. I'm doing good, thanks.
So let's go over your video about the rhyming words. How do you think your lesson went?
Overall, I think it went well. The children enjoyed the activities. Learning took place. Um, we just need to continue working because there were some children who did not grasp the concept the first time, and still during revision, some struggled. So we still need to practice as we go on.
Yeah, I agree. I felt like in your lesson, well, first of all, you were way more comfortable. I felt like you didn't even notice that the camera was even recording you because you were in your element and the kids were enjoying themselves. This was a really good lesson as far as the rhyming words. I feel like some of them got it, some of them didn't. I love the way that you started it off whole group. You allowed the students one by one to come up to find their rhyming word. One thing I did notice was Luke. He wasn't the only one, but he was one of the first ones. Luke seemed a bit overwhelmed. And I think it was because of the amount of words that was on the board, and he didn't know where to put his concentration. And again, this is just me just thinking out loud. He may or may not have been overwhelmed, but for me, it looked like it was a lot of words, and he couldn't just concentrate on one. Um, so for me, for an example, I think that it should have been a little bit less words. That way they could be able to um, totally understand it. Or you could have switched the two activities, the one with the smaller amount first and then the card game one. Because you did the card game first and then you did, I believe it was either like eight altogether where they had to
Yes,
match. Yeah,
yes.
to start off with that one first because it was less, and then move over to the bigger amount with the cards, with the matching of the cards.
Okay.
Um, and then also I wanted to see, I know there was only like a good 20 minutes, but I did wanted to see if you were gonna give the students something independent to do.
Yes.
Um,
They got their independent work afterwards, but because of time constraint again, um, the other it was at the end of the school year, as you noticed, with all the activities coming in, and so I could not get more than 20 minutes. I did not want to rush into the independent work after I realized that there were some children who had either forgotten or did not grasp the concept in the first place. And so I would have preferred to leave the independent work until after the video and try for them to get into it, to get it, to understand it better before I move on to that.
yeah.
So that's why I did not come up.
Yeah. And then some of the kids that didn't kind of understand, I don't remember the one with the glasses that sat in the front.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Amari,
Amari, yes,
yes.
Amari. His first try, he didn't totally understand it, but his
Right.
second try, because you were helping him and you were asking him questions, that's when he was like, okay, I kind of understand. So yeah, by just being there as an assistant, just to help them out, not giving them the answer, but saying, just asking like questions that will help them get to the answer, but not giving them the answer. And you did a good job in that part too.
Thank you.
Yeah, but just for me, just to flip the activity, or you could have kept the activity, but just do smaller amounts so it doesn't seem a bit overwhelming with the 20 cards that were there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I tried to put enough. So um, my thinking was that, okay, I didn't want to put 5 or 6 pairs and they didn't see anything that they were familiar with. So
Mhm.
I tried to put in as much as I think that they would look to say, okay, this one is close to this one. And that's why I I went for so many picture cards.
Yeah.
But I totally understand what you say, and coming from you, I do appreciate it, and I will look into it for the next activity on rhyming words.
Okay. I mean, but overall, it was a really good lesson. Like the kids were comfortable. They actually liked coming up and just, interacting and participating. That's what I really love the most about watching like your videos and just, just breaking it down so that we both can get a better understanding. The girls and the glows, kind of like.
Thank you, Miss Julian.
Welcome.
All right.